My best friend slept with my girlfriend, so I got the ultimate petty revenge. What would you do if you caught your best friend sleeping with your girlfriend, and they didn't even apologize? I didn't get mad, I got creative, and I made sure they'll never forget what they did. I, 25M, had been with my girlfriend Lexi, to 4F, for 2 years, and my best friend Tom, to 6M. I'd known him since high school, trusted him with everything, big mistake. One night, I left work early and decided to surprise Lexi at her apartment. Her car was there, so was Tom's. I walked in, and there they were, on the couch, half-dressed. Caught, they froze. I didn't say a word. I just turned around and left. The next day, Tom texted, "Bro, sorry you found out that way, it just happened, don't make this weird. No apology, no shame." So I got petty. Tom was super proud of his lifted truck, his baby, always bragging, always spotless. I knew his work schedule. One night, I slipped a giant stack of balled up raw shrimp under his truck seats, deep in the air vents. 3 days later, he was posting on Facebook, "WTF is that smell in my truck? Mechanics couldn't figure it out. He tore apart the interior. Still stank." Lexi texted, "Did you do something to his truck?" I replied, "What do you think?" But the best part, Tom's truck didn't sell. No one wanted a reeking vehicle. He lost thousands trying to fix and offload it, and me, I moved on. Got a better girlfriend, better friends. But sometimes when I pass a used car lot and smell something fishy, I smile. Was I petty? Maybe, but was it worth it? Oh, absolutely.
My sister tried to sabotage my wedding, so I sabotaged hers. I never thought my own sister would become my worst enemy, but here I am, telling the internet how I ruined her wedding after what she did to mine. I, 26F, got married 2 years ago. It was the happiest day of my life, or at least it was supposed to be. My sister, Anna, 28F, has always been the pretty, charming one. Everyone adored her. At family gatherings, she was the star, while I was the quiet, awkward little sister. But I didn't mind, until my wedding. You know what Anna did? She wore a white dress. Not just any white dress, a freaking floor-length, lace-covered, custom-made white gown that looked like a bridal dress. And she made sure to arrive late, walking in after me, causing heads to turn and whispers to spread. My husband's family thought she was the bride that I was crushed. I cried in the bathroom for 10 minutes while my maid of honor calmed me down. When I confronted her later, she laughed and said, "Relax. Everyone knows you could never outshine me anyway." I swore that day I'd get revenge. 2 months ago, Anna got engaged. She was insufferable, sending daily texts about her ring, her plans, her dress. And I smiled through it all because I had a plan. I found her wedding dress designer on Instagram. I messaged him, pretending to be Anna, saying she changed her mind about the style. I described a hideous, puffy-sleeved, shiny nightmare, think 80s disaster. The designer was confused but complied because the bride knows best. Anna didn't check on the progress until 2 days before the wedding. When she saw it, she screamed. There was no time to fix it, but that wasn't all. On her wedding day, I accidentally spilled red wine on the backup dress her friend brought. Everyone gasped. She walked down the aisle in that ugly gown, and for the first time ever, I was the pretty sister everyone whispered about. Anna didn't talk to me for weeks. My family says I went too far, but they don't know the whole story. Tell me, Reddit. Am I the villain?
My best friend slept with my girlfriend, so I slept with his sister. What would you do if your best friend of 10 years slept with your girlfriend, and smiled in your face like nothing happened? I didn't get mad, I got even, and trust me, he'll never forget it. I, 26M, was with my girlfriend Amy, to 5F, for 3 years. My best friend Eric, 27M, had been like a brother to me since we were kids. One night, I was at Eric's place for poker night. Left my phone charging in the living room. When I went to grab it, I saw texts pop up. From Amy, to Eric. "Miss last night already, can't wait to sneak over again tonight." I felt sick. I checked Eric's phone on the table. More messages. They'd been sleeping together behind my back for at least a month. In my apartment, sometimes. When I confronted him the next day, Eric just shrugged. "Bro, it just happened. She came on to me. Chill, man, no apology, no guilt." So I planned revenge. Eric had a little sister, Sophie, 22F. Sweet girl, always crushed on me back in the day, but I never touched that line until now. I started talking to Sophie. Friendly. Texts turned flirty. I made sure Eric noticed. I took her out for dinner, held her hand at the fair. Posted a cute date night story. Eric freaked. "Dude, what are you doing with my sister?" I smiled. "Relax, man, it just happened. Chill." 2 weeks later, Sophie and I spent the night together. I made sure Eric knew. He exploded. Called me every name in the book. I just shrugged. "You banged my girl. I banged your sister. Fair trade, right?" Sophie was in on it too. When I told her what Eric did to me, she laughed and agreed to help me destroy his ego. Eric's friends sided with me. Amy, dumped. Blocked. Now Eric avoids me. Sophie still texts lol about how mad he got. Petty. Absolutely satisfying. Oh, you have no idea. I accidentally exposed my uncle's affair at his own birthday party. You ever ruin a whole family party in 5 seconds flat? I did, by accidentally exposing my uncle's secret affair in front of everyone. I, 22M, went to my Uncle Rick's 50th birthday bash. Big deal. Fancy decorations, huge cake. Friends and family packed into a rented hall. I was chilling on the couch, scrolling my phone, when I got a text from Uncle Rick. Weird, he was across the room making a speech. The text said, "Can't wait to sneak away later tonight, babe." That wasn't meant for me. I stood up, laughing nervously, and said louder than I meant to, "Hey, Uncle Rick, wrong person." The room went dead silent. His wife, my Aunt Linda, froze mid-sip of wine. She snatched his phone from his pocket and scrolled. Cue, explosion, screaming accusations. Aunt Linda threw her wine in his face. The guests awkwardly backed away. I wanted to disappear into the floor. My mum whispered, "Why didn't you just keep quiet?" But really, it was his mistake. I didn't send the text. They're divorcing now. The whole family's a mess. But hey, Happy birthday, Uncle. Rick, my brother stole my fiancé, so I stole his wedding. You ever get that feeling that your whole life is some kind of sick soap opera? Because mine, sure, as hell felt like one. I29M was supposed to marry the love of my life, Hannah to 8F, 2 years ago. She was my college sweetheart. Funny, smart, beautiful. My mum adored her, my friends envied me. My little brother, Matt, 26M. Yeah, he loved hanging around her too, but I thought nothing of it at first. Matt's always been the golden child. The handsome one. The one who could charm a rock into giving him money. But family's family, right? I trusted him. Big mistake. 3 months before our wedding, I noticed Hannah started acting weird, always on her phone, smiling at messages she'd never let me see, getting distant, and Matt, suddenly, he was busy all the time. Work stuff, he'd say. Late shifts, Hannah would claim. Then, one night, I saw it, his car, parked outside her apartment, after midnight. They thought I wouldn't notice, so I waited. Hours like a damn fool in my car, heart pounding in my chest. When they finally came out laughing, close, her hand in his eye swear something inside me just snapped. I didn't confront them. Then, I wanted proof. Real proof. So I hired a friend who worked private security. 1 week later, I got the photos, kissing, hugging, leaving hotels together. The whole damn SLIDESHOW. When I finally showed Hannah the evidence and asked her why, she cried. Said it just happened. Said she didn't mean to hurt me. Said Matt made her feel alive. What the hell was I? A corpse. I dumped her on the spot. Cut Matt off. Christmas that year was silent. My mum was heartbroken. My dad, furious. But you'd think that'd be the end, right? Wrong. Fast forward to last month. Guess who sent out wedding invitations? Yep, Matt and Hannah. They were getting married. Church, flowers, the whole deal. My own ex-fiancé marrying my own brother. My family was divided. Half said I should let it go. Half said I should burn their house down. Kidding. Mostly closing parenthesis. Me. I smiled, because I had a plan. See. There's one thing Matt never learned. You don't screw over the guy who runs the family business. Dad left me in charge of our small event company last year. We supply chairs, lights, even sound systems for most weddings. In town including Matt's. I called the venue they booked. Real polite, real professional. Oh, sorry, there's been a mix-up. The chairs double booked, the sound system, faulty. We need to pull it for repairs. The flower supplier, unavailable that weekend. Suddenly, their perfect wedding was falling apart. Venues cancelling. Suppliers backing out. The dream crumbling. But wait, it gets better. On the day of the wedding, I sent a little gift. A beautifully wrapped box, right to the church lobby. Inside the photos, all the cheating pictures I kept hidden. And a note, congrats on the wedding. Hope the betrayal tastes as sweet as the cake. Love your brother. Best man opened it. Whole church saw. Gasps everywhere. Her parents stormed out. My uncle laughed so hard he choked on a mint. Matt called. MI 5 times that night. Didn't pick up. Didn't care. I spent the evening at a bar celebrating with friends, watching the chaos unfold on Facebook as guests posted cryptic statuses like what just happened at this wedding. Word spread fast. Some old college buddies messaged me. Dude, savage. Even my mum, who hated drama, texted. Maybe you went too far, but I'm a little proud. I slept like a baby that night. But here's the kicker. Last week, Hannah messaged me. Can we talk? She wrote. I miss you. Matt's not who I thought he was. I laughed. Blocked her. Threw my phone on the bed. Some people never learn.
What would you do if your brother's fiancé told you to uninvite your own mother from your wedding? Because that's exactly what happened to me, and I actually listened to her. Just not the way she wanted. I, 28F, am getting married this December to my best friend of years. My family's been wonderful about it, except for one person, my brother's fiancée, Sophie, 26F. Sophie lives for drama. She's the type who stirs trouble just to stay entertained. When she got engaged to my brother James, I hoped she'd chill. Nope. Instead, she started treating my wedding like a rehearsal for hers. First, she suggested color schemes, colors, for my big day. Then she pouted because I didn't make her a bridesmaid. We aren't even friends. And when she joked, not really joking, about wearing white to my wedding, I gritted my teeth and moved on, but the Real bomb dropped over dinner last month. She pulled me aside and said, I think you shouldn't invite your mom. She gives me bad vibes. Bad vibes. From my mom. The sweetest woman alive who literally bakes cookies for stray cats. I laughed, thinking she was messing with me. But Sophie doubled down, claiming she wouldn't feel safe if my mom came. After meeting her twice. I flat out told her, not happening. My mom is family. This is my wedding. Cue the meltdown. Sophie cried to James. He called, furious. Why? Can't you make this easy? Sophie just wants to feel comfortable. I said, not at my mother's expense. For a week they bombarded me, texts, calls, even Sophie's friends calling me selfish, toxic, bridezilla. So I made it really easy. I texted them both, since you don't want to be near my mom, the woman who raised me and is helping pay for this wedding, you're uninvited. Both of you. Then I blocked them. James showed up pounding on my door. My dad told me to fix things. My mom cried, blaming herself and even offered not to come to my wedding to keep the peace. I told her, no. You'll sit front row and watch your daughter get married like you deserve. Now my family split. Some say I overreacted. Others quietly thanked me for standing up to Sophie's nonsense, and Sophie? She posted a dramatic Facebook rant calling me a fake, a bridezilla. But our mutual friends? They messaged me, finally. Someone put her in her place still. I miss my brother. I wonder if this broke us forever. But then I picture my mom, smiling at my wedding, where she belongs, and I know I chose right.
I caught my best friend sneaking into my house to see my wife. I never thought the security camera I installed would destroy my entire life. It started 2 months ago. Our neighborhood was hit by a string of petty break-ins, missing parcels. Car doors mysteriously left open. My wife Jenna kept nagging me about safety, so I finally caved and bought a discreet camera that looked like an air freshener. I stuck it in the living room pointing toward the hallway, mostly because I wanted to catch any stranger sneaking in. But the stranger wasn't a stranger at all. Last week, while checking the footage out of pure boredom during my lunch break, I saw something that made my stomach sink. At 2:17 p.m., when I was supposed to be at work, Matt, my best friend since high school, let himself into my house with the spare key I gave him years ago for emergencies. He crept inside like he'd done it before. Minutes later, Jenna came out of the bedroom, in nothing but a bathrobe, and they kissed. I paused the video and stared, heart pounding so hard I thought it'd explode. My wife and my best friend, laughing, whispering, heading into our bedroom. I wanted to vomit, but I didn't rage. I didn't scream. I planned. I copied the footage to a flash drive. I waited. Matt texted me the next day like nothing happened. Bro, Beers, this weekend. I said sure. Jenna acted like the perfect wife. I kissed her goodbye that morning, knowing exactly what I was going to do. I set up a poker night at my place, invited Matt, our close friends, and my brother. 10 guys in my living room. When the beers were flowing and the poker chips were stacked. Hi, I grabbed the remote and said, hey guys, you gotta see the new break-in footage I caught. I hit play, got silence. But the screen showed Matt slipping into my house like a thief. Jenna, in the robe, the kiss. Them going into my bedroom, no one moved. Matt's face turned ghost white. My brother stood up, fists clenched. One friend muttered, holy, *****. Jenna walked into the living room right then, holding snacks, smiling, and froze. The whole room watched the clip on loop. I looked at Matt and said, you can keep the key. You're going to need it at the motel you'll be sleeping in tonight. Jenna dropped the tray. I tossed divorce papers on the coffee table. I kicked both of them out that night. Matt lost every friend we had. My brother made sure of that. Jenna, her family disowned her. I kept the house, the car, everything. I rebuilt my life from the ashes they left behind. And every time I see that old camera, I smile. It saved me. My girlfriend secretly hates my sister, and I found out by accident. I27M have been dating my girlfriend Mira to 5F for 3 years. She's smart, kind, thoughtful, or so I thought. My family loves her, especially my sister Ellie 30F. Ellie has always been like a second mum to me, helping me get through college, breakups, life crap. It meant so much that she got along with Myra. So I thought, last weekend, Myra was at my apartment. She went to take a shower and left her phone unlocked on the couch. A text popped up from her best friend Tanya. Normally, I'd never look, but the preview message said, ugh, I can't stand this family dinner tonight. Your man's sister is gonna be there, Miss Perfect again. I froze. I opened the thread. What I read made my stomach drop. Myra had been trash-talking my sister for months. Long rants about how Ellie is fake, annoying, acts like she's queen of the family. She even said, if he marries me, she'll better back off or I'll make sure she hates me too. I felt sick. Ellie thinks Myra is her friend. She always says how sweet Myra is, even bought her a birthday gift last month. My family would be devastated if they knew. I confronted Myra that night. She didn't deny it. She just shrugged and said, I vent to my best friend. So what? I don't say it to her face. Why does it matter? But to me, it does matter. Because now I can't unsee it. Every time we have family dinner, I'll know she secretly hates my sister's guts. Every smile will feel fake. Every laugh forced. Mira says I'm over and that all girlfriends vent like this, but I don't know. This feels deep, like actual jealousy or resentment. I haven't told Ellie. I can't break her heart, but I also don't know if I can marry someone who despises my family. Am I crazy for considering ending this relationship over private messages, or is this a major red flag I can't ignore?